Good morning, students. Today I'll teach you chapter 17 of moral science, that is rights and duties. So let's get started. Rights and duties are closely related like the two sides of a coin. As we all know about the rights and duties, both go side by side. The fulfillment of duty by each individual is a prerequisite for rights of all. It means that if you want to fulfill the rights, you need to first fulfill your duties. After that, you will enjoy your rights. Let us learn about our rights and duties and the different roles that we have. First, have a look in this golden words, that is by Indira Gandhi. People tend to forget their duties but remember their rights. It means that nowadays or earlier we also see that people forget their duties. People deny to do their duties, but they are always ready to enjoy their rights, and that is not be able to complete it, because when we complete our duties, after that only we will enjoy our rights. So coming forward, rights and duties as family members. We all live in a family. In our family, the parents, our siblings, our grandparents, etc. Everybody is a part of family. Like we have body parts, and our body parts have their different duties. We have hands, legs, heart, brain, and they are doing their duties. But in our family, we have many family members, and they have their duties, they have their rights too. As a member of your family, your rights and duties are rights to have equal importance in the family. Every member in a family are equally important. As we all know that your siblings, your elders are treated equally in a family. To get secured living in the family, we get a secured living in the family. We feel safe living in a family. To get share in the family benefits and property, we all get shares in family property, etc. To get respect from the younger members of the family, your younger siblings respect you, you respect your elder siblings, and you all respects your parents, grandparents, etc. So these are all the rights living in a family. And what are the duties living in a family? Duties are to help the family in the times of need. When somebody needs you, suppose a family member is sick, or your mother wants something from the market, you go and bring that. That is your duty. You help a sick family member. That is your duty. To live in a loving, peaceful, and harmonious way. It means we have a duty to create a lovable environment in our family, so that it will create peace and harmony and increase the compatibility and understanding among the family members. To give respect to all the elders. It is your duty to respect your elders, whether they are your parents, your grandparents, or anybody else. To work for the benefit of the family on a whole, you put forward your family members before doing any task, so that they can you can see that if your task is hampering your any of family member, that will not be benefited. So to work for the benefit of the family on a whole, to be fully devoted towards the family, your duty is that your family should be your first priority. Rights and duties as a human being and citizen of India. So the next is, it is so very important to learn about your rights and duties towards your country. This is your national duty. Human rights have become an important issue all over the world. As we all know that everybody is talking about rights. These are rights. These are our rights, and I need this. I have this, etc., etc. But nobody is talking about their duties. Our rights and duties as human beings and citizens of India are very closely related. As we all know that rights and duties are very closely related, so let us learn about them. So, fundamental rights. Following are the fundamental rights of the citizens of India that are written in the Constitution of India. So the first right is right to equality. As we all know about the right of equality, everybody should be treated equally, including equality before law, prohibition of discrimination on the grounds of religion. Nobody should be discriminated or judged on the ground of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth, and equality of opportunity. There should be an equality of opportunity of getting the jobs or getting employed. Abolition of untouchability and abolition of titles. Rights to freedom, which includes speech and expression. We have the right to speak against anything we think that is wrong, that should not be happened. We have the right to speak up against that particular thing, or in support of that particular thing you want to be done. Assembly, association or union or cooperatives movement, residence, and right to practice any profession or occupation. Right to life and liberty and right to education, as in we have to live the life whatever we like under the law, obviously. And right to education, we have the right to have any kind of education we want, to practice any profession or to have any occupation we like. Right against exploitation, there should be nothing like child labor and human trafficking, etc. You all know about the child labor and human trafficking. Right to freedom of religion, you can follow or practice any kind of religion you want, including freedom of conscience and free profession practice and propagation of religion, freedom to manage religious affairs, freedom for certain taxes, and freedom from religious instructions in certain educational institutes. Cultural and educational rights, preserving the right of any section of citizen to conserve their culture. Any section of citizen or any citizen or any culture has all the rights to conserve their culture, their language, their script, etc. And right of minorities to establish and administer education institution of their choice as they want to. They want to provide their culture, their script, their language to everybody. Right to constitutional remedies for enforcement of fundamental rights, as in we have the right to constitutional remedies. We can do things for the enforcement of fundamental rights. Now, what is more important than fundamental rights are fundamental duties. To abide by the Constitution means to stick to the Constitution of India and respect its ideals and institutions, the national flag and the national anthem, to cherish and follow the noble ideals which inspired our national struggle for freedom. This means you need to stick to the Constitution of India and respect its ideal and institution. We have to respect the national flag, we have to respect the national anthem, and we need to cherish and follow the noble ideals which inspired our national struggle. As we know how much we struggle to get the freedom. To uphold means to support, to protect the sovereignty, unity and integrity of India. Integrity means a level of honesty. Sovereignty means that our country has the right to run its own constitution. So we need to support and protect that constitution, the right, the unity and the honesty of India, to defend the country and render national service when called upon to do so. We should always be ready to serve for our country. To promote harmony and the spirit of common brotherhood amongst all the people, as we read earlier that everybody should be treated equally, so we are the one who can treat equally by following the spirit of common brotherhood amongst all the people of India, transcending religious, linguistic and regional or sectional diversity. There should no religious diversity, no linguistic, that is language based diversity, no religion based diversity, or no sectional diversity to renounce practice derogatory to the dignity of women. And you should not support, to renounce practice means should not support the derogatory to the dignity of women. Derogatory means that you think that is not good for the dignity of women, or that is making the dignity of women worse, etc. To value and preserve the rich heritage of our composite culture. We have many cultures in India, so we need to preserve them, we need to value them, and we are the one who can protect and take forward all the cultures in India to protect and improve the national environment, including forests, lakes, rivers, and wildlife, and to have compassion for living creatures. We should have feelings for all these creatures, as in these increases the beauty of our country. So this is our national duty to protect and improve our national environment. Now next is to develop the scientific temper. Scientific temper is a kind of logical temper, as in you should see the things with logic. Humanism, you think about the humanity while thinking about something. You should not have the temper like these things are not giving any changes in my life, so I don't care. These are not the duties, these are not your national duties. There should be a sense of humanism and the spirit of inquiry and reform. To safeguard public property and to abjure violence, you should not do violence or not support violence. You should safeguard public property, to strive towards excellence in all the spheres of individual and collective activities, so that the nation constantly rises to higher levels of endeavor and achievement. You should strive towards the excellence in all the spheres of individual, whether it belongs to any culture, any caste, or anything, any race, etc. And collective activity. There should be a teamwork towards our nation, so that the nation constantly rises to higher levels of endeavor and achievement. You need to become good future citizens of India. For this, you need to show more and more care towards your duties than your rights. Firstly, you should do your duties, and after that think about your rights. So this is what the chapter says. And rights and duties always move together, as we learned earlier. If you want to enjoy the rights, you need to perform your duties first, so that after that you will enjoy the rights. Be fully aware about your rights, but more importantly, try to perform your duties as a family member and future citizen of India. So there are 4 questions in this chapter, and I'll tell you from where you can find the answer. How are rights and duties related? As we learnt earlier in the first page, list your rights and duties as a member of the family. We have learned this too. Name the fundamental rights as written in the Constitution of India. You can name all the fundamental rights. You can put forward all the key points in the fundamental rights as written in the Constitution of India, and list your 4 fundamental duties as a future citizens of India. As there are many duties written in this chapter, but you can pick any 4 fundamental duties that you think are the most important and write in this answer. So this is the chapter. If you have any doubt regarding this chapter, please let me know. Thank you.